everybody, this is another World of Warships replay, and here we've got Razorbeak in his Missouri, sorry. I like calling her Misery. For me, on my EU account where I do have one, she is always a bit of a misery, but yeah, we got him in a division in a random battle on Sleeping Giant. He's with Twitchy Tactics in a Roon and Lieutenant Havoc in a Dimitri Donskoi. So we're on Sleeping Giant, and the enemy team have got a Ruprecht and Shimakaze division. It looks like it's an 8-10 game, and there's one carrier on each side. So Razor reached out to me with this one, and he was quite excited about it, so it should be entertaining. It's an arms race.
General quarters.
Which is interesting in itself, arms race. I mean, at least with human players you have human players have some sort of chance of going for the buffs. I've run into, when I was trying to do the Citadel thing for the last set of missions,
Awaiting instructions.
I did do a couple of card games because I play all my games in randoms. Or actual game modes. I never play co-op. Anyway, I did play two co-op games, one of which happened to be me and a clubber trying to do Citadels. And one of which was an arms race game, where the bots just don't go for the buffs. It's as if the buffs aren't there. It's anyway. So clearly, the group have made a decision. They're gonna push this right side, and they've been immediately detected by the Lexi. Lexi has sent planes over. There's a Carno, who is not a car. And we've got an Azuma and a Gear coming, so there's some pretty heavy cruisers coming down this flank to counter this group. And they've got a Duncan, which is, must admit, I'm really enjoying the Duncan on my NA account, where I've managed to get her in early access. It's a fun boat. So we've got some people giving a little bit of open side as they transition across here. Azuma is now rapidly trying to angle in. Pretty much effectively counters Razor's salvo. And there's a Ruprecht over there as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spotted over this side. The other flank we've got Yamato, Schlieffen, Brest, and Baltimore. Okay, so Baltimore's just pinched a buff for them. Our Pom and Chappie have captured a buff for us. So it's one reload each at the moment, and the ones in the middle haven't been captured. Zuma was sort of thinking of maybe about going there, and I don't think he's going to be going anywhere with... See how these salvos go on him? Yeah, boom. he lost half his hit points and was below half hit points, and Razor salvo just landed right on him and finished him off. So there we go, 2 Citadels into the bag already. And there's the Gear giving a bit of broadside as well. What is it with these cruisers today showing broadside? This could be painful for the Gear. Yeah. Ooh. Only the 1 pen, a ricochet and an overpen, so didn't actually cost him a whole heap. Ruprecht is kiting, Duncan's kiting. Looks like everybody's kiting on that flank apart from the North Carolina. But we have seen, there is presumably a shimmer out here, because whilst we've not seen him, there's a load of torpedoes going past, and that surely has to be the shimmer. It's interesting when there's only like 1 DD in a game. 5 battleships, 5 cruisers, 1 DD, 1 CV. I think 1 DD is a little bit too stingy, really. But at least there's no submarines. Submarines do not exist. Oh, well, there's the salvo. Didn't hit the shimmer on that one. Clearly, that is a primary though. Everybody's chipping in their cruiser fire, going in from both our div mate cruisers, Twitchy and Havoc, both having a go at it. And it did take a bit of damage, but it's now smoked up. Now, of course, Razor does have his radar on his Missouri, and there's the Carolina now. There's the Shimmer. Shimmer is significantly outside the radar range, but Is he on hydro from the Kurfürst? What is going on here with this guy? And well, I have no idea why. A, he's detected, and B, it must have been within 6 kilometers of the hydro on the GK, but it's not like you didn't know there's a GK pushing up there. I mean, why would you just hang around within 6 kilometers of a German battleship? Might be running hydroacoustic and lighting you up for the enemy team to delete you. Anyway, all Razor can do is shoot what's in front of him, and clearly getting that shimmer off the board. Their only DD is gone, so their eyes have really gone now. So this team are really up against it, I would say. And the gear is taking a lot of punishment, and the Ruprecht has taken a lot of punishment. So they're not looking too healthy either. Technically, well, we just lose Palmer and Kike very quickly on the far flank over on either side. So actually, hit point wise, we're lower. We're actually behind on hit points now compared to the red team. But we do have a DD, and that's going to be pretty huge because we're going to get loads of perma spotting. Basically, there's no way that this red team is going to get undetected. And our green shimmer seems to be, our friendly shimmer seems to be pretty good at ensuring he's not going to get caught out. There's a load of torps coming, presumably from Ruprecht. Oh my god, our friendly shimmer gets caught by a commentator's curse. The Ruprecht torps kill our friendly shimmer. Oh my god, what is going on there? Okay, so neither of the DDs in this game particularly participated to any significant length of time, did they? Jeez. Okay, so let's reset this then. Red team are slightly ahead, bizarrely, although it's 3 ships all now. Red team are slightly ahead, although green team are ahead on points. Because we've killed. Why are green team ahead on points? I don't understand why green team are ahead on points. What's going on there? Is it because you get more points per buffs? Right, okay, they've caught more buffs, that's the reason. I was going to say, you must be getting points for buff capturing then, and presumably you do. Right, so, Carno's on good hit points, Ruprecht is half health, and a Duncan's on good hit points. Gear is transiting across to the buff in the middle of the map on the opposite side, and it's on 26k. But yeah, Ruprecht is still the primary for Razor, and we lose Havoc in the Dmitry Donskoi. Didn't quite catch what quite happened there, but he got finished off. Who picked that one up? I can't even recall what. I missed it pop up. Anyway, we've got a sneaky mouse, not so sneaky. On fire and on low hit points. This salvo could very well see off the sneaky mouse. Our Seattle looks like it's going to get chewed up. No, Ruprecht is still alive, but is still burning. Probably going to go down here. Duncan tries to get a salvo on Razor in the Missouri, but quite un-Duncan-like. That's not the greatest salvo ever. I am enjoying the Duncan. Such a good ship. This is going to be interesting. I think the Duncan was turning out a little bit, and this will not be a good turn for him to make if Razor lands any of these shells. Just 2 overpens though, and a torpedo protection. So it's all good. So pretty much still neck and neck, 6 ships each. Slight lead with the buffs, 80-point lead with the buffs. And the center has opened up, and North Carolina and Roon are, well, North Carolina definitely is capping that. As soon as that center caps, then the points start escalating significantly. I mean, huge amount of points. So the red team will have to get in there, but wow, good, nice shot onto the nose on that. Carno gets into the citadel, and Schlieffen's there on the backside. But he's low, he's on 17 on the enemy. 17,000 on the enemy team. This Carno could be over here. Yeah, I think that is definitely going to be over. He's only 7,000 and this salvo isn't going to miss. Yep, does not miss. 5,300 is all we needed to finish off, get the 3rd kill, comfortably pass through the 100k damage done barrier. And we've picked up 4 citadels to date, so Razor's now 1 of 5. And the Roon Twitch is still live in the room. Sleaford looks like it might be going down here. It's less than 4,000 hit points. Baltimore, full health Yamato, and the Duncan has got Razor's broadside, but wow, Duncan somehow doesn't punish him with those 16.5 mil guns. How the heck did that not punish him? Yeah, maybe the Duncan got a bit unlucky there. That looked pretty much like it should be doing some good damage, but maybe didn't quite aim it quite right. So Razor at the moment's got line of sight covered from the Duncan by the islands. Might get spotted as he comes around here. Looks like he's probably line of sight detected now. It's just out of range. Well, I can see him in the Missouri is. So we've got Baltimore and we've got Yamato, and they're both in the center cap. So there's a bit of cap blockage required to prevent the game slipping the other way, and they've just picked a buff up to close down a little bit. Now, buff did get picked up there, so that gives us an 80-point lead. And what are we missing? The Lexington we've not seen, okay. So it's only the Lexington we've not seen. I mean, the Baltimore and the Yamato, we can see where they are. Baltimore's in a weird position, which is able to get fire into him and really chipping away at him as well. I think that Baltimore might be a non-issue. It looks like Yamato is going to be the problem. Or maybe not. Looking at the angling on Yamato, maybe Yamato isn't going to be a problem. 100,000 hit points there, folks. That's a lot of hit points, but look at the positioning. Razor could be going around this corner facing a broadside. Okay, we're radared by the Balti, so everybody knows he's here, but I don't think Yamato can maybe move quickly enough to get a better angle. Duncan's looking at Razor, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we do. We do take a salvo from the Duncan. Okay. The Yamato is still... He's trying to angle that way, okay. This could be entertaining. I don't think the cheek's going to be protected. What are we thinking, chat?
The enemy is about to win.
Let's have a look. Here he goes. Ooh, big hit. That was, what, 20k? There we go. We're going to get 9 shells in here. 7 citadels, 97,200 damage done. 7 citadels, chat. We passed the 200,000 mark, and the game now looks significantly like a win, doesn't it? Because we've got this Baltimore on 8k, and there's a reload. Is this going to be a Kraken? It is going to be a Kraken. Kraken unleashed.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Okay, that leaves us with the Duncan. Your silent whispers in the Duncan. And the Lexington. Wow, that was not the best ever Yamato play I've ever seen. But you still have to execute the drive-by, don't you? And well lined up there, Razor. That was a nicely delivered salvo. If I'd have gone around the corner and delivered the same sort of salvo, I'd have got 9 ricochets. I can tell you that now. But no, your Missouri is obviously better equipped and fitted out. Well done. Anyway, so we are actually at the moment undetected and capping out this center ring. Like I say, this game tends to end rather quickly once you cap the center ring. So you do need to be able to freeze it. Now Duncan's trying to push in, but he's way too far away. He's not going to be able to get in to stop that. Where is the Lexington? Lexington seems to be sending planes from the bottom of the map. Maybe that's just the way they flew past the Roon and had to come back again for another strike. Another buff picked up, so that's gained some more points allocated. Duncan does see the Missouri now, and is shooting at him for the resets. Gets a lot of resets on him. Also Carolina, but this is both of the Carolina. Well, Carolina looks like he's going to go out the cap here. Anyway, Razor knows that Duncan is the clear and present danger at this point, and is looking to assist the Carolina with this situation. And so Carolina and a Missouri against a Duncan. You need to be a bit careful if you're in a Duncan pushing in. I'm not sure that's Ouch. There we go. That's more Duncan-like. So 16.5mm guns crash into the side of the Missouri for 17k, pretty much. Good, good haul of hit points there. That's 6k, and strike team. A lot of the team achievements came up. Ouch! Another 10k. Yeah, angling. Yeah, Razor's realising he needs to angle a little bit more away. Yeah. Doesn't really matter what the Duncan. Well, Duncan, of course, is using his torpedoes, which, you know, he does have those torpedoes. Plus, the Lexington's attacking the North Carolina, and North Carolina goes down. So
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
20k on the Duncan. Yeah, that's again a bit of swings and roundabouts here. The Duncan was a little bit open, or open enough for those to land in. Interesting to see how these penetrate through them. They angled in. Yeah, the Duncan can pretty much shake it off, can't he? Yeah. But he's not shaking the situation off because he's on fire and burning, and Twitchy gets the secure. So Div has managed to take home 7 of them. That's another coordinated attack, isn't it? Yeah. Coordinated attack division achievement for the 7, I think. 248 we're on, and there's a Lexington left. Just the implacable Razor and Twitchy left in the game. Looks like a win, doesn't it? It's like a comfortable win in the end. 120 points ahead. I'm not sure that there's a lot that the Lexington on the enemy team is going to be able to do here. Where is... Okay, so it looks like the plane's coming down from like the top corner, A1, B1. Plane's gone up around C1, so Twitchy and Roon is going to spot this guy, yeah. There we go. Or the planes maybe detected it. One or the other. This game's going to be over very quickly. That cap's going to be completed, and those points are going to rocket up. Can they kill this Lexington in time? I think we're spotting maybe Twitchy can get him down. Not sure that Razor's going to get the range too. There we go. There's the cap. Now look at these ticks. Every tick is 10 points. So we start on 480. We'll see how long it takes for this to rack up. And points on the down to 20,000 points on Lexi now. So probably Lexi dies before this gets to 1,000 points, but we'll see. 20,000 points. We passed 600. Yeah, he's just out of range. Quite a way out of range. For Razor. It's down to 16,000, 15,900. Lexi is going for Twitchy.
Our team has taken the lead.
Twitchy going to get him finished off. Is the carry going to be able to knock him out? We're up to 750 points already. 250 to go. Maybe Razor will get just into range just before it counts up. We're on 820, 830. He might survive, chat. The Lexi. He might survive. 900. Only 10 more ticks. He's down low. Oh my god, he's so low. I think this is pretty close, isn't it? He's probably going to... He goes down, yeah. I was going to say he's pretty close to dying. That's a bit of a tough one. What happened to the... there we go. Don't know why that wasn't behind. Anyway, there we go. This is Razor's scores on the doors. 1 million credits earned. This is the Missouri. It is the credit earning ship in the game. For those who originally had it, it had a great credit earning bonus, which has been retained in inverted commas, with the reintroduction of Missouri being available without the credit bonus for a wider group of consumption. 18,000 XP and 3,000 free XP. We managed to accrue 248k worth of damage with 55 main battery hits, 5 kills for the Kraken. 11 citadels, 7 of which were, were on the Yamato in that drive-by. 1 assisted in cap for being in that middle area. That's always a key thing in the arms race format. 12 secondary hits when we were in close quarters, and a couple of busts picked up as well along the way. Pretty much a whole heap of achievements there, aren't there? You can see loads and loads and loads of them listed out. More than I can possibly remember to reel off. But quite a few of the divisional achievements, as well as the individual achievements that he's managed to pick up there with the double Krakens of the Kraken Unleashed and also the coordinated attack one. Scores on the doors at the end. It's not probably a massive surprise to see that Twitchy and Razor are the ones that are occupying the top 2 spots on the green team. 3,000 base experience on that game in the Missouri for Razor. Well done, congratulations. And not a bad little supporting role there from Twitchy. Well done, Twitchy. 25 plane kills. He's been shredding a fair few of those through the game, and 2672. That's not a bad effort there, and a token gesture to the Duncan on the enemy team, who's on a defeat. 1757 XP would put him above the GK in terms of XP done with the XP bonus from winning. So it would put him 3rd in the overall game with that amount of XP with that win bonus on. But and decent work by both carriers. Both carriers featuring the top 4 on both teams. Blackable on 4th and the enemy Lexington on 3rd. But yeah, maybe it's the destroyers on both teams that need to take a little bit more of a look at their play in that game. When there's only 1 DD, it's so important that you survive. And unfortunately, our friendly one managed to take it up from a refreshed. So, but yeah, fun game. Thanks for sending it over, Razor, and hopefully you folks have enjoyed that. I've been Trust Anyone, and this has been the USS Missouri. Take care, folks. Catch you again.